Hello everybody, how's it going? Superfiend here, and welcome back to Planet Coaster Wacky World. We spent a couple episodes decorating this, terraforming, and then painting with the rock, and going in here and adding some of the vegetation with the grass paintbrush. We're going to continue with that in this episode. We're going to spruce up the top here. We're going to add some... Oh boy, I gotta apologize to everybody if you've been watching me for 30 episodes say foliage. It is foliage, and I'm an idiot. So we are going to be adding some foliage up here, and no wonder it's been spelled wrong every time I try to type it into the description or video title or Twitter or anywhere else. I'm a dumbass. So anyways, we're going to add some foliage up here. We're going to decorate it. I think we're going to build the coaster station exit path coming out of here. And I think we're going to build a queue going in. It's going to kind of come through here and then go over this scenery piece here. Maybe go in and out up here. I'm not certain. I don't really think, I don't think there's a lot of room up here to do that. Maybe with a 2-meter queue, but I'm not that excited about making the queue go in here. Maybe just next to it is going to be good enough. Before we do that, there were a few pop-ups that were basically the guests are unhappy. That's what it boils down to. And they're unhappy with rides. And if we look here, we've got aging, 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 and aging. So what we're going to do is quickly, we're going to rebrand. Make sure we got enough money, got plenty of money. We're going to rebrand these rides that the guests are complaining about. And that will fix those issues. They're complaining that the queues are too long, that the rides are too expensive, stuff like that. And it's because the ride's reputation has reached aging and is no longer established. So what the guests will tolerate is not as much. They won't tolerate as much in terms of cost and queue times and stuff like that. So we'll just go ahead and fix these really quick. I misspelled it last time. It's the really, really rig right now. Okay, now it's the really rig, which for some reason or other is a tongue twister for me. I have a hard time saying that. I don't know why. Okay, so everybody should be happy over here. Let's just see. They're queuing up. We got 1,300 people crammed into this tiny little space. And are we even able to fill up this whole queue? Not much. Not really. So, okay, everything's looking good over there. Let's hop back over here and let's work on this thing, right? So one of the first things I want to do is, just so we can get an idea of, well, what's it going to look like, is I want to add the ride entrance and the exit. So let's see here. Now, normally I would want to put the exit closer to the front, but I guess the entrance is going to have to go closer to the front here. And we'll put the exit just right there like that. This is not the quote-unquote optimal placement for those things, but whatever. And let's see here. Yeah, it'd almost be better if they were swapped, but if we swap them, then we're not going to be able to get the exit path going out this way. We could change our idea and have the right entrance going this way. So, well, let's think about that for a second. What is the benefit of each? If the exit is here, then it spreads out right entrances a little bit more along here, because we have a right entrance over here. I'd like the octopus entrance to maybe be somewhere in this area, and the octopus exit to be here. So it's almost like, you know, they when they come out of here, they could go on the octopus and then come off and then go on this thing and come off and then go on this one and come off. It's like entrance, exit, entrance, exit, entrance, exit. But in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't really matter so much, because we got plenty of pathways. They'll walk. And, well, the other problem with putting the entrance here is it's more or less it's a straight shot. And we won't be able to make it as long, although we could kind of weave it in and out over here a little bit and then lift it up this way. And then if we were to do that, what would the exit look like? What would the exit actually do? Maybe the exit would come down onto this scenery and then come off of this plaza. Maybe we'll do that. I kind of like that idea. And it is better, I think, to have the exit more up front and the entrance to be more in the back or in the middle because, well, I don't know. You know, are they going to bottleneck each other trying to get off? Because nobody can get on until everybody gets off. So I think we're going to leave it like this. We're going to leave it like this. So let's see. I don't like this big open gap now. That looks bad. Let's grab a couple of archways, sandstone archways. Now we could do two like this. Or we could just do one big one like this. And then we could build like a pillar or something going up in the middle. I think we'll do that. I think we'll build some sort of pillar going up here. So let's see. Nope. Scenery theme. Fairy tale. And are they in here? Or are they in the scenery pieces? Where are those little stone nubs that I like to use? Or, you know, maybe we could use this one. Although it's a little too big, right? It's almost a little too big. Or the other thing we could do, you know, we could take away those. And we could just decorate it with this. Let's see. Okay, and is that kind of like split right down the middle? It is, more or less. And let's drag one. Let's include the coaster doors in it, or the station doors. And we'll do another one over here. Okay, how do we feel about that? Do we like that? I don't know. Let's see what it looks like if we do this. Okay, it's not perfect. But I think it works. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do this. And then, yeah, it looks a little stupid from the side, but whatever. Looks a little dumb from the side, but we're just going to go ahead and... Let's see. I think if I were to raise the ones on the bottom... Yeah, I think we just got to do that to cover that up. And let's select these ones, all of them. And let's just go all the way down. Okay, and then, let's see. You know, maybe we should, it's weird. Oh boy, it's gonna... Oh, I hate when it does this, when it gets off center like that. That's okay though. Nothing in life is perfect, right? Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that. And let's just swing in here and see what it looks like on the inside. All right, so I feel like these ones need to be pushed. Yeah, of course. Now it lines up nicely, right? Okay. Okay, we'll push it in just a little bit. I'll do them individually so that we can move them along the axes. Go. And do we need to do the top one? We might as well do the top one, right? Come on. There we go. And what kind of mess did we make in here? Looks good. All right, looks good. Good enough in any case. And let's see. I was playing Total War earlier today, and now I'm having trouble with the camera. All right, So I like the way that looks. I think that looks okay. I don't like how... Can we fix these ones without screwing them up outside? Don't know. Let's see. Oh, good grief. And now it's screwed up outside. Forget it. Okay. That's what that is going to look like. That was harder than it should have been, I felt like. And let's see. Let's go ahead now and let's do the paths. So we need to do the exit path. And what have we been doing out here? We've been doing, I guess this is sandstone, flagstone. Okay, flagstone. 4 meters. And let's just make sure we got all the goodies. Yeah, let's do path supports. I guess we could try curved slopes. Curb on ground path. Railing on ground path. Railing on ground path. Yeah, as they come out of here. We want a railing on the ground path. And let's see. Let's turn off angle snap. Okay. And I feel like we should widen this. I feel like we should try to widen it. And the reason for that is, let's see, because we might have some shops in here. We might branch off of here and build some shops, or we might build a little path that goes back and like, well, I don't really think we'd be able to fit one in here nicely, but, you know, like stick a restroom back here or something. I don't know. I just want to make sure that there's room for a bunch of guests to kind of like squeeze in here if we need to. And if we were to add a shop, you know, it could end up looking like this. I'm not going to add a shop, and I'm just going to show you. So you could end up, you know, getting a shop like this, and then, which is kind of nice, or like this, which allows them to use... Let's see if we put it down. It allows them to use this space here for the shop queue. And let's just Control Z that. Or this is good too, because it allows them to use all of this walkway here for the line to the shop. And it doesn't collide or bog down or interfere with guests that want to use the path. If you go and you stick your shops like right here like this, then what happens is you get these lines that come out here and everyone bogs into each other. And I've done really silly things where I've had like a shop on this side, a shop on that side, and it's like a 4 meter or 8 meter path, and it's just chaos. It's terrible. Don't do that. And I almost, you know, I feel like we could maybe widen this path a little bit sooner. I feel like we could widen it a little bit sooner. Okay, that's 2 wide. Let's go back to 2. And let's maybe try 6. Let's see. All right. I guess that's the way it's going to curve. And are we on the ground now? We are on the ground, so there we go. It widens up a little bit sooner, which gives us just a little bit more flexibility with stuff. Now, it also might have blocked the queue over here. Let's see. What are we using for our queues? We're using gravel. And what do we use over here in this thing? I don't know. I do like to make things a little bit consistent. This looks like the black... queue, yeah. Oops, okay. So I think what we'll do, I think we'll use the black queue because I think I like the way it looks better over as it goes over the scenery here. And so let's see what happens. And it is a 3 meter. What happens if we change it to 4? Now, do we want to do something like this and then lower it? No. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I want to edit this building. Where do we want it to join up to this building? Maybe about here or there. So what we'll do is we'll drop that piece onto it. We'll go back to our queue. We'll do a select grid. And we'll just add a couple pieces like that, right? And we'll see. Okay, no. Get this thing to connect nicely. Oh boy, it's ugly. Okay, let's see. What about if we go this way? Okay, there we go. We get a little bit better. We get a little bit more. Looks a little bit better if we connect it this way. Now, what if we drop it back, angle snap, and we do that? That looks good. That looks better. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Not exact, you know, but we'll take it. Okay, I just want this one piece now, and it won't let me select it. There we go. And let's see here. I feel like we should edit this and just drop a piece on the floor. And we'll go back to the path. And we got the queue, and we'll select grid. And then we'll deselect grid. Okay, I kind of like that. And then let's see. Go this way. What happens if we select grid? How do you make like the perfect squares? I don't even know. Oh, right here, square edges. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna make it a square. Okay. I'm gonna do a nice hard edge there. And then we'll deselect the queue. And let's see. Okay. I'll get rid of that piece right there. And we'll go back to the path. And I'm going to turn off the angle snap so that I can hold down Z and kind of get it to make that little angled connection here. All right. And what that does is it just makes it so that actually, take that a step further. Okay, let me do it this way instead. Whoops, undo, and then undo one more. And let's see, we'll undo a couple more, right? Okay, let's take this and make it 4 meters. And we'll select grid. We'll get this grid piece, right? And we'll turn off the, where is it? The square edges. And we'll just put a piece right there like that, right? And then, so if we do this, okay, and now if we go back to the queue, maybe this will make sense in a moment, right? And if we deselect grid, okay, so the reason I did it this way is because if something happens and a lot of guests are like bouncing up to this queue and then they're complaining that they don't have money, it'll create the traffic jam like over here in this little thing, as opposed to creating it on the main path. So having this be a little bit longer right here, if the guests are coming up and they can't get on the ride, then what they'll do is they'll bunch up over here, but they won't restrict the flow of guests on the path. And if we, now this might be tricky. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this, but I'd like to be able to just like connect this up. Let's see. What does that do? Okay, forget that one. So now it's like this. So they can kind of bunch up over in this little area. I wish I could get rid of this little hole right here. I don't know if I can. But what they'll do is if they can't get on this thing for whatever reason, and there's a lot of them doing it, they'll create the traffic jam over here as opposed to elsewhere. And we could even, let's see, will it let us? Yeah, the paths are. Let me make path. Whoa. Okay, deleted way too much. So there we go. We'll do that, and then we could just drop like little plants in here. Actually, let's do that right now, right? Why not? We'll make them part of this building, and getting a little off topic by doing this, but I just want to see how it looks. Because I might repeat this general design elsewhere in the park. So I just want to know what's it going to look like if we go ahead and we do that. And where's a real tiny plant? There you go. You're tiny. So let's see. There you go. We'll just drop you in there. And let's see, we could put a couple in here, and then what? Like a green? Nah, that's kind of too big. Well, we could go down, right? And how does that look, right? That doesn't look too bad. The little fence things look a little funny, but I'm not gonna sweat over that too much. But okay, I don't like the way that one ended up looking. So let's go ahead and, what about the too big? I think all these are going to be too big now. And let's see. Except this one could do it. Okay, and then we'll just change the color here. Yeah, we'll pick that color. And we'll pick like a pink. Or whatever that is, because I am red-green deficient. A little bit colorblind, folks. Pick some blue flowers. Okay, and then just kind of tuck this in a little bit more. There we go, and this one we could move it like this way, that way. And lower it down just a tiny bit. And change the color. We'll pick something that we already picked. Okay. Is it perfect? No. Is it good enough? Yes. Okay, so I kind of like that. And, you know, we could kind of do something similar over here, but I'm not going to bother with it until we get the shops made and stuff like that. And another fun thing we could do over here is we could make like one of those entertainment points, but I don't think there's a lot of room for that. Okay, so now that we've kind of got this built and we know what it's going to look like, let's go up here and let's add some foliage and stuff up here. And as I have said before, I like to make all my stuff part of a building. You know, maybe we could just work with one of these ones. I think one of these might fit nicely. Actually, let's duplicate this. Okay, and we'll just okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll duplicate it again, and let's see. Let's turn off the angle snap. And we'll lower this one down, and I almost feel like we could duplicate it again, but I think we'll just duplicate the individual pieces inside of it. Okay, so let's edit this one, and let's have some fun. Okay, so what do we got? We got pieces over here that aren't really visible. We got these trees that are all screwed up. Let's go ahead, let's move this, and we'll set that one there. We'll take this palm and we'll put it here. Okay, and then Okay, and we'll take this one. Actually, we'll just move. All right, and then this one we can move, and let's see. Okay, I see. You're gonna have to get down and dirty in here like this, and make sure it doesn't poke out the bottom. And let's see, is there a way that we can rotate this that doesn't have leaves poking into the track? Yes, that would be it. Okay. And we need to move this one. And let's see, maybe we'll kind of drop it in here. And we're going to have to move it up this way. And we got this tree, which we can kind of move over this way, and this one, which I think we can bring it over here. And it is poking into the track a little bit, so we'll just tilt it this way, and then let's see. And I think we got to move it a little bit more, lift it up. Okay. And this one, let's see, maybe move it more into the center. Okay. We're going to bring this one over here to help cover up this bare rock in the gap here. And we'll bring it down and we'll rotate it out. Kind of, let's see. Okay, and then, oh, we got to move this one now. Let's see, where do we want to put you? I think just kind of up here will work. And we'll sink this one down a little bit lower. Okay, and now the regular Scaevola plant, just kind of gotta get in there as best we can. These ones with the roots on them, they're a little bit harder. Although that one looks pretty good right there. And this is another one with roots. Let's see where we're gonna put this. Maybe like right there. They're a little harder because the roots poke out, and so you kind of need to put something where the roots are, otherwise it looks a little odd, I think. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, so like where these roots ended up, I like to put these, about like that, and then if you can't really see the roots in this case, but if you can, like right here where you can see it, it looks like it's just part of that bush. Okay. Okay, looking good. And let's see, we got to move this one. And I think that looks okay. And this tree right here, what we'll do is I think we'll lift it up. Can't remember if I already moved this one or not, but if I did, it's not working where it is. Okay. And what did we get down there? I want this building. Okay, we need to move this tree a little bit out. I think we could tilt it this way, and that'll look okay. Okay, this bigger one with lots of roots. Okay, and then we can lower it down to like right there. Okay, go, that looks good. And let's see. Okay, this guy. Okay, I'm going to duplicate because I actually I want more of these kind of in the center. Okay, so if we put that one there and then get that one kind of underneath it, it looks like it's growing up the wall here and looks good. And let's see, I think think we need some kind of like in here. And underneath the track over here. Now this one we're going to sink into the rock just a little bit. And let's see, we'll sink this one down. And we'll sink that one down. Okay, and I think we kind of need one up in here. Just to cover up that tree. Throw one right there. And where else? Okay, let's see what this looks like as they come through here, right? Okay, I think we need to move that one. But the rest of it's pretty good. They made it through there without too many oddities going on, right? And let's see, let's go ahead and shove this one in here if we can. And should we drop one more in here and just sink it down a little bit? I think so. I think that looked better. Okay. Let's get a little bit under the track here. Yeah, that looks good. And then, okay, over here. Let's see, this one. Okay, and okay, there's one here with roots. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, you. I don't like where this one is now. And we'll throw some in here around the coaster. And we'll get a few of these. And we got one kind of floating over here, right? So we want to move him, or it, or her. And we kind of need a little bit coming up over here. To cover up this one tree that's on the rock there. Okay. So how does that look, right? Does that look okay? I think it looks neat. Now, the other thing we could do, kind of like a stupid idea, but it could be fun. Let's try it. Let's see how it looks. What do we want? We want fire. Now, what if we were to put like a little campfire up here and add, where's our tents, right? That's not a small tent, that's huge. Let's see. Camp. Okay, that's not gonna work either. What about, what would be a good, good little makeshift tent? I can envision it in my head, but I can't think of which piece it is. Okay, hold on here. I just want to make it look like there's a little guy who set up camp up here, right? Like a little treasure hunter or somebody. Oh, where is it? It's going to be in the Wild West, I think. The Western scenery. Let's see. See if we have anything that'll work. I thought there was like a smaller little tent thing. This isn't it, right? No, surely this is not it. That's not what I had in mind. The other thing we could do. Okay, forget about the Western stuff. Let's go back to the pirate. How big is this little shack? Like, can we put one of these up here? Just make it look like someone's got a little shack way up here. Let's see. Now, is that the only pirate building that's like that? I don't know if I like this. To be honest, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, and then we get a couple of the jugs or the urns. Let's see. Yeah, we put like a little milk churn up here. Try to get it flat, but okay, so do we want to like keep that? I don't know. It's kind of okay. This is the pirate area. What if we put a pirate animatronic? The guy leaning against the post, right? So where is he? Not the cowboy. Pirate lookout. Oh, this could work, right? This could work. Whoops, too far. Okay. So as you come over the top here, you see that, right? You know, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. We don't know how this guy gets up here. Maybe I could add some ladders and stuff. Make it look like he climbs up here somehow. But I think that looks kind of cool. His foot's buried, but whatever. Okay. How much time we got left? We got a few minutes left, and then I want to finish the episode off. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, and we're just going to move the plants and things around on this one just a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Let's take all of that, right? And let's bring it over here. And let's rotate it. All right, come on now. Yes, that way. And we'll accept that, and then we'll move this one and put it there, and we'll move this one and put it there. Let's see, we'll move this. Just kind of sink it in. Now, why would trees grow off the edge of the mountain like that? Let's see if we can get this up here first. Why would they grow like that? How should I know? But that's how it's growing. Okay. And I think the rest of those kind of look okay. I think I want to move this one, though. Let's see. And let's move this. I wanted to get this leafy one, not the one that I actually got. That's okay. And let's see. Where are we going to put you? And we'll just stick you in there. And let's move this one now. And let's see, we got a couple bushes in here. Let's drop them outside. And then we'll duplicate it so that we can move it in here and cover that up too. Okay, let's see what we got. This one. This one. Okay, let's drop down onto our path. If I can figure out how the camera works again and see what we got, right? I think that looks cool. And look at that. We got a really cool visual point up here for what's going on. And, whoops. I just think it makes that whole area, you know, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more mysterious. And I think the ride is going to look better because of it also. And what's missing is lights for nighttime. Okay, we need to get a light up here on this guy. Now he's got a little bit of light from his campfire. Uh-oh, you're not a scenery piece. Okay, let's get you added to the building here. And we need to get a light. He needs a light. Let's see. I think the appropriate light is, let's see, I kind of want something that illuminates his feet, right? Okay. If this guy is like a defensive lookout, he's the world's worst lookout because he's got lights and you can see him plain as day from across the park. But there we go. I think that looks cool, right? And then there they go, whee, and they go flying through there. And you got this nice mysterious glow coming out of here. We want to make sure that as we fill in the rest of the scenery here that we don't lose this line of sight right here. We kind of want to get a clear path going through there. And we also don't want to build anything too tall right here because we want to make sure that we can kind of see that guy from where we are. And then we got a cool view from over here. Although this tree is kind of in the way. Whoops, just this one tree is a little bit in the way. But then as you come up this way, let's see what it looks like. And you lose sight of them until you go on the ride. And let's just see what it looks like as we come up here now. Yeah, this looks a lot better. Oh, this is cool. Okay, and you really kind of can't see him unless you like really turn your head around. But then as you come around here, you go, hey, look, there's that guy again, and whee, off you go. Okay, let's get the camera working again correctly. And this looks great. This looks great. This over here looks fantastic, I think. Look at those cool skulls. Okay, enough of that nonsense. That is it for the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Tune in next time and have yourself a good afternoon.